All right. Today we're going to look at an interesting food, the onions. I love onions. I hope you do too. My Bible verse today is from Genesis 1:29, and God said, "Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat." So we're talking about onions and reaping the benefits from them. They are edible vegetables that belong to the genus family, same as the shallots, the green onions, the garlic, and the leeks. There are many different varieties of onions. I had no idea so many varieties existed. They are delicious. They're very versatile. They're low fat and cholesterol free vegetable. They're highly nutritious and they contribute to health benefits such as heart health, increasing bone density, and blood sugar regulation. They are one of the richest sources of quercetin, and they are low in calories. They're a good source of dietary fiber and folic acid. They contain sulfur compounds, about 13 vitamins and minerals, such as vitamin B6, vitamin C, folate, potassium, copper, phosphorus, manganese, selenium, iron, and calcium. And I'll just, give a brief synopsis of a few of these, like the vitamin C. It's very high in vitamin C, and we know that vitamin C is integral in helping to boost our immune health. It's a very powerful antioxidant that can help protect our cells from free radical damage. Folate and vitamin B6 helps in the production of red blood cells, helps with nerve function and metabolism in the body. Potassium helps with such functions as fluid balance, cellular function, nerve transmission, kidney function, and muscle contraction. Sulfur compounds found in the onion and flavonoid, which is an antioxidant compound, the quercetin is, helps to delay or slow oxidative damage to cells. So onions are loaded with antioxidants. They actually contain at least 17 types of flavonoids. Red onions contain anthocyanins, which is a plant pigment in the flavonoid family. It's responsible for giving the red onions that deep red color. And studies are finding out that when we consume foods that are rich in this flavonoid, it lowers the risk of us developing heart disease or dying from heart disease. They have certain effects on cancers. Studies are concluding that quercetin has beneficial effects against many diseases and cancers. These include cataracts, cardiovascular disease, cancers like colon, ovarian, breast cancer, gastric, lung, and bladder cancers. In China, in 2019, they did a study and found that regular consumption of allium vegetables, including the garlic, the different varieties of onions, could reduce the incidence of colorectal cancer by as much as 79%. And they recommended consuming 35 pounds of allium per year. Okay. Now, someone might say that's a lot of onions to eat or a lot of garlic, but this number is just slightly higher than the 2017 average American consumption of 21.9 pounds of onions per year per person. Okay. In August 2019, a study was published as well that revealed a clear link between the amounts of onions and garlic eaten and the reduced risk of breast cancer. Onions contains an abundance of quercetin. I can't say that enough. And this is a flavonoid, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory that helps to lower blood pressure. They contain organic sulfur compounds, which give them their sharp, strong taste and smell. It's also the same compound that will, when onions are cut, they release enzymes, and, the enzymes along with the sulfur combine to form a kind of gas that can irritate our eyes and makes us cry when we're cutting them. So these compounds can help reduce the level of cholesterol in our bodies and may help break down blood clots, lowering our risk for heart disease and stroke. Eating onions may help to regulate blood sugar levels, which is significant for those who have diabetes or for those considered pre-diabetes. It is also shown to help whole body blood sugar balance by interacting with cells in the small intestines or pancreas, the skeletal muscle, the fat tissue, and in the liver. Onions have antibacterial properties, and they might potentially helpful in fighting some of these bacteria such as the E. coli, Pseudomonas aeruginosa, Staphylococcus aureus, and Bacillus cereus. Okay. A review that was done in 2022 suggested that the quercetin found in onions can inhibit the growth of several strains of bacteria, including the Helicobacter pylori. This one is associated with stomach ulcers and certain digestive cancers. Also showed that it is helpful in damaging the cell walls and membranes of E. coli and the Staphylococcus aureus, or aureus as it's called. Aids in digestion. Onions are rich in fiber and prebiotics, and these are necessary for optimal gut health. Prebiotics are non-digestible types of fiber that are broken down by beneficial gut bacteria. These gut bacteria feed on probiotics and create short-chain fatty acids, which may help to strengthen our gut health, to boost our immunity, reduce inflammation, and enhance digestion. This one I like very much, supporting strong bones. They help to reduce oxidative stress, boost our antioxidant levels, and reduce bone loss. As we get older, if we're not eating a diet that promotes bone health, we can really suffer from bone loss. Okay. May help to prevent osteoporosis and improve bone density. So in 2009, a study was done with 507 perimenopausal and postmenopausal women, and they found that those who ate onions at least once per day had a 5% greater overall bone density than those who ate onions occasionally. Also, another one was done, and this was a small one, just 24 participants, consisted of postmenopausal women. They discovered that those who consumed 100 milliliters of onion juice daily for a period of 8 weeks benefited from improved bone mineral density and antioxidant activity compared to their control group. Lowers the risk of Alzheimer's disease and also dementias. A study that was published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2020 found that a long-term diet high in flavonoids commonly found in onions can decrease the risk of Alzheimer's disease and related dementias. So, how can I reap this benefit? What do I need to do? Well, sulfoxides in onions may be beneficial in reducing depression and stress and can help to improve our sleep. And persons might ask, well, does that mean I need to take the onions or eat it at night? Well, research does not prove that eating it, closer to bedtime versus earlier in the day is going to be more beneficial. We can enjoy the onions whether we're eating it raw or we are cooking it. Research done on yellow and red onions has shown that cooking methods, especially baking, increases the availability of health-promoting polyphenols in the onion. So those of us who are thinking, I'm going to have onion breath if I'm eating all this raw onions, you can enjoy it cooked if you're using the right cooking methods. Another research also mentioned baking and sautéing as well as methods that are beneficial in maintaining or even increasing the content of health-promoting compounds in the onions. Can everyone enjoy onions? Well, not everyone should eat them, even though they are very beneficial. There are certain people, those who are allergic to sulfur or those who are allergic to onions themselves, those who have irritable bowel syndrome may want to avoid onions or limit them in their diets. Okay. Also, those who suffer from frequent heartburn. Outside of that, bake up your onions, saute up your onions, and enjoy the benefits that you can reap from eating onions. Some of my sources as I looked at this topic included onions, USA.org, National Library or National Medical Library, WebMD, and healthline.com. Thank you for listening, and do enjoy your onions.